Alright guys, so we're back, so this is part 22 now. So we're starting this one with Sleepless. Yeah, Dario Argento. If you're a fan of Argento's Argento stuff, then this was about like back to a lot of form for me. I mean, he went right off a boil. He done some great stuff, hasn't he? But he went off, like, he has done some shit recently. But this is like the last good film I'd say he's done. So a cracking little film. But just like his old stuff and that, like the Deep Red and all that. Is it just all that sort of stuff? And this is a great addition as well. This is like the MIA sort of 2-disc release, fully uncut version. I think the American version was cut. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure it was. Yeah, this is the fully uncut version. Plenty of great deaths in there. Loads of good gore. The last good Argento film I'd say he done. So stick with Argento. This is the Stenharlin syndrome. I couldn't get on with this one, to be honest with you. This was for me, it's just a bit too fucked up. It was yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. But got to have it in the old collection. If you're a fan of Argento, especially. But yeah, Slaughter Studios next up. Not a bad little film actually. This pretty simple, simple story, all trapped inside like a film set, and there's someone going around fucking bumping them all off one by one. But it is alright. It's worth a watch if you see it cheap enough. That's what I'd say. Pick it up. Next up's The Shaft. Got Naomi Watts in it. It's like a haunted lift in some fucking hotel or something. If I remember rightly, it wasn't particularly good. I remember it being quite a long film actually, 109 minutes. Yeah, it seems. I remember watching it, thinking it seemed quite a long film. Yeah, I'd say swerve that one. Next up, Snuff, the old great video nasty film. I'll say great. It's not great. It's crap. But yeah, limited edition. This one, 5,000 made of these. Number 4,611. So yeah, it's like the old video nasties. It's got to have it. It's one for the collection, no doubt. But fucking dreadful film. Okay, so now we're on to the Saw films. Oh, they've done these pretty cool covers and that. These see-through things in the disc was made to look like a Saw. I thought they were pretty smart. The way they'd done these. Saw 1 was actually a fucking good film, wasn't it? When it come out. Saw 1. This is Saw 2. Again, cool cover. I love the old artwork they've done on these. And the way they've done these sort of slip cases. They sort of. Well, there you go. That's Saw 2. Saw 3, which still hasn't even been opened. Yeah, so there you go. So this Saw 1, 2 and 3. They're the only ones I got on DVD. I didn't bother. They sort of got a little bit repetitive, didn't they? Now this one, what should we say? Yeah, that sounds right, doesn't it? Great film, this actually. Dirk Benedict sort of like slowly changing into a snake throughout the film. Yeah, it's a pretty good film. Old 70s film. Well, at least I think it's 70. Yeah, 1973. Yeah, so yeah, it's not a bad little film. That worth seeking out. Now the old classic slasher film, Slumber Party Massacre. I actually found all these to be quite good fun, to be honest with you. I'm not, these sort of films are really cheap and that, aren't they? Like they're all cashing in on the, like the old slashers of the 80s. They're all the same, really, weren't they? But these were quite good fun. Old Slumber Party Massacre 2. I think I only did 3 of them. I've got all 3. They did a nice triple feature of all 3 of them in it as well, actually, but I never did pick that one up. I think this one was the weakest one out of the lot. And then Sorority House Massacre as well. Again, they're all just the same sort of thing, weren't they? Well, you've seen one, you've seen them all, really. But now we're on to one of the all-time classic films, Street Trash. Fucking unbelievably brilliant film. The old Tenafly Viper. Fucking absolutely the bollocks of a film. Plenty of Gru and that. Loads of good funny comedy moments in there as well. Everything you could want really from a horror film. Summer's Moon. don't remember seeing this one actually. I don't think I've seen this one. Just picked it up from somewhere. No idea. Snuff movies wasn't bad. Not a bad little film. Come out 5-6 years ago or so. Worth a watch. Swamp Thing. Not bad. Fucking hell of a lot better than that. The second one. Fucking absolute shit. The second one was. Yeah, Swamp Thing. I don't have Species 1, but I've got Species 2. I think I picked this up for like next to like a couple of quid or something. Really cheap. Had to have been cheap to buy it. It's not very good. See No Evil. Got that cane from the old WWF or whatever it was. That big fucker there. That's not a bad film. Quite good actually. Some pretty decent death scenes in there. No, never mind. Scarecrow. I haven't seen this for a while. If I remember right, it's just a lot of fucking Scarecrow goes around killing people. And if I remember rightly, he talks. I'm not. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I think he talks and he comes out with fucking stupid lines when he's killed people and that. Anyway, Satanic, Rites of Dracula, classic film. This one, I like this one. This is a totally uncut version. It's a great little film. I take it most people would have seen this one. It's one of the better Dracula films. So now we're on to the Sleepaway Camp films. Sleepaway Camp 1 was it's a classic, and it's a great film. Like, if you've never seen it, it's got one of the like most horrible endings to a film. Oh, just the cringe-worthy thinking about the end of that. If you haven't seen it, I really suggest you hunt that one down because it's a pretty decent film. This one's the second one, Unhappy Campers. I remember right, the girl in this is Bruce Springsteen's sister in these. Pamela Springsteen. She's like the girl in them. Not bad. They're all pretty good. I quite like all the Sleepaway Camp films. You know, they're all sort of, apart from the very last one they made, that Return to Sleepaway Camp. That's fucking dreadful. But yeah, you just sort of put that up. I haven't got that one in the collection. It's just too bad. Next up, Slither. Yeah, this was a good little film. Plenty of gore in there, and good film. That, like Slither. I think a lot of you guys probably would have seen that one by now. Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 1 and Part 2. Anchor Bay release. First one was good. The second one, I just had so many like flashbacks of the first one in it. It weren't really worth a watch, the second one, but the first one was good. Next up, the great cover, Scalps. Great cover, shit film. Retro media release. Not particularly good, but cool cover. Next up, Stigmata. Now this got slammed when it came out, and I actually really enjoyed it. So, I was in it for a long time actually. Need watching again, but yeah, I did enjoy Stigmata. So there you go. Next up, Simon Says. Some pretty cool deaths in that one. No, it's not a particularly great film, but it was alright. Crispin Glover in that one. I'll leave it down there. Next, what we got here? Silver Bullet. Great film. I used to love this film. I used to watch this all the time. This film. Gary Busey in there. Yes, this is a great little film. Silver Bullet. Good werewolf flick. Next up. It's another one I got free with that magazine I've sort of told you about, She Freak, and it's a good double feature actually. Taste of Blood and She Freak. Good for free anyway. Two okay films. Next up, this is a good film, Schizo, Pete Walker film. This is a really good little film. I like this film. I'd recommend that one. Next up, Shockwave. Pretty crap film, this one. Peter Cushing in there, John Carradine. Pretty weak zombie film. Blue Underground release. Skinned Alive. Another shit film. I picked this up when I was in America. It wasn't very good. not particularly good, that one. This is a great film. This is one of the classic video nasties of Slayer. Vipco released fully uncut version. Yeah, this is a really good film. I'd recommend that. It's one of the better video nasties, that one. Seed. Quite a dark film actually. It's this Uwe Boll one, got slammed. Pretty brutal film actually. Certainly not one of his worst films. It's probably one of his better films, in fact, you know. But yeah, a lot of people sort of slammed that one. Okay, but I didn't think it was all that bad. This is another film I actually quite enjoy, Silent Hill. You know, the old video games to films, you know, like we've sort of touched on before, 9 times out of 10 they're fucking shit, aren't they? But this Silent Hill I thought was a good film. I did actually like that. I'm quite looking forward to the new one coming out soon, you know. It's not a horror film at all, obviously. Street Fighter, it's got some pretty good deaths in there, some good gore in it. It's the only reason they really chucked it next to Shogun Assassin, which was obviously not on the video nasties list. It's been banned since 1983 on there, it says, and loads of good, like, spray and blood, you know. Pretty good film. Well, I like Shogun Assassin actually, so it's worth watching. The Suckling. This is a crap film. Just completely bad all the way through. I wouldn't recommend it. Just picked that up, like cheap. Another shit film. Serpent and the Rainbow, Wes Craven film. I haven't seen it for a long time. I can't really remember much about it actually. Picked this up for $2.99 as it says on there, so just something to watch at some point. Stranger is Watching. It's not a bad film. Pretty good film, that one. Rip Torn in there. Snakes on a Train. Not cashing on snakes on a plane or nothing like that, you know. It's just it's actually not as bad as you might believe, to be honest. But not great, but not bad. Next up, Story of Ricky. Yeah, some fucking good. This is a good fun. This film. Sort of some monsters in there and loads of fucking gore. Proper gory film. Great little film actually. That. Just time for one more, guys. This is Salem's Lot, the Rob Lowe one. Donald Sutherland in there as well, Rutger Hauer, wasn't it? And yeah, fucking long, 174 minutes worth of that. Just went on and on and on, that one, didn't it? But yeah, next up we're going to be looking at is a cheap frightener called Southern Gothic. Thanks for watching again, guys. Again, as I'm always saying, check out the website, nightmaremaker.com. Head over to Facebook, like our page, Nightmare Maker. Every day we're updating it, putting new stuff on there, just showing you what we've watched, what we think of stuff and that. Trailers all coming up all the time. It's all good stuff. Thanks for looking, guys, and tune in for the next part, which will be in the next few days. Okay, cheers, guys. Bye.